I'm really excited to go cruelty-free with my beauty collection, and I decided that I'm going to go ahead and just go through my collection sort of drawer by drawer rather than within a specific theme. So I'm going to start with my desk drawer, and I am going to basically be going through face products mostly and some lip products, and then I'll work my way through the rest of the collection in more videos. But I didn't want to make like an hour-long video of, every single bit of the declutter because I'm not sure how long it's going to take me. So I'm going to start with just one drawer today, and then we'll go from there. Also, I'm totally rocking a like glasses on, hair in a ponytail kind of look today, so don't mind that. I'm just feeling like being lazy. But I am really excited to go ahead and edit my collection. One thing that I've learned as I've been doing some research on cruelty-free is that it's not always straightforward. And so basically what I've been looking at, I've been doing a lot of research on PETA's website and also on the Leaping Bunny website, which is another certification against animal cruelty. And I found a blog called Cruelty-Free Kitty that basically is a compilation of all of that information. What I like about Cruelty-Free Kitty is that it references PETA, it references Leaping Bunny, but also where those certifications aren't applicable, the blogger will write a company and ask for their policies in writing. And so I feel like it's just a really thorough website. If you've never heard of it, check it out. There's really fascinating articles, lots of amazing information on that website. So that's going to be kind of my resource that I'm using as a standard for is it cruelty-free or not. So definitely check that out. It's crueltyfreekitty.com. Their list, like A to Z list of cruelty-free brands up on my computer, and if some of my products don't fall within that list, then it probably means that the company itself does animal testing. It might mean that they claim to do no animal testing, but they sell their products in China where animal testing is required, and therefore they do animal testing. So it's really tricky, but I highly recommend that you do a little research if you're interested in that as well. And if you see me edit something and you're like, no, I know for sure that company is cruelty-free, or if I keep something and you're like, wait a minute, I know they sell in China, please let me know in the comments because I want to make sure that I'm doing like as accurate a job as possible. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. I'm going to basically make piles. I have these little organizers that I got from the Target dollar bin. Mostly that's what my stuff is organized in the drawer, and I'm starting again with that right drawer of my desk that has face products and lip products mostly in it. So I'm just going to take it out bin by bin and kind of go through everything. And I'm going to try to do it really quickly without really, like swatching every product and that kind of thing. I just want to show the product and look for the brand. If it's cruelty-free, I'll keep it. If it's not, then it's going to go in the edit pile. I'm also going to create a I'm not sure pile, okay? So if you see me say I'm not sure and set it aside, just know that I'll be looking into that and I will edit it later. I don't want to be, sitting here doing all my research with you guys. So there are some brands I might not know about, like off the top of my head. All right, so first thing, I have this really beautiful Sleek palette, and it's like a little contour palette. Sleek, as far as I know, is cruelty-free, so that's a keep. Very excited about that. Hikari, this came in a box, like a Birch box or something like that. I have no idea. Hikari is not a like major brand, so I'm really not sure. This one is going to go in my don't know pile. Urban Decay, yes. Now, they are owned by L'Oreal, who does test on animals because they sell their products in China, but I do not want to punish an independent company just because their parent company tests. It is my philosophy that if we make these non-testing brands the most popular ones, perhaps their parent companies will get the message. So I definitely want to still support companies like Urban Decay. Ooh, and this is a beautiful blush, by the way. The shade Obsessed. All right, Model Co. No idea. Again, this is a subscription box product, so I'm going to have to look into that. Ofra. Yes, I love this highlighting palette. It is stunning. I use it for eyeshadow for highlighting, of course, for cheek. It's phenomenal. Laura Geller, let's check the list. I honestly am not sure. I don't see Laura Geller listed. I think, oh my gosh, that's so sad. I think Laura Geller might test on animals. I'm going to investigate, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to let this product go. This is a gorgeous blush duo in Ethereal Rose and Sateen Subtle Berry. And then I have another one, their Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues, another gorgeous one that I may have to let go. And then Emite Makeup, this was another box item, like a subscription service item. No idea. This is, I think, from like Italy or something. I have no idea. So I'm going to have to check on that one. These subscription box things are throwing me off because I really am not sure about them. Let's look at the next one. e.l.f. This is the Baked Highlight in Pinktastic. Yes, e.l.f. is a cruelty-free brand, so keeping that. Makeup Geek, cruelty-free. Yay. Ulta, the Ulta collection beauty products are cruelty-free. Go Ulta, that's awesome. So I love this highlighter from them. It's in the shade Pink Diamond. Keeping that. Mary Luminizer, yay, the balm is cruelty-free. Keeping Mary. Becca is a cruelty-free brand. Yay, I have this adorable mini moonstone highlight. I have, oh, this breaks my heart. Laura Geller's Baked Gelato blush in Guava. Look at that color. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have to set that one aside. Laura Geller, you're breaking my heart. Model Co, again, subscription service. Like this product a lot, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping that they are. I find that a lot of the brands that are in my subscription boxes are cruelty-free, but I really need to check into those. Model Co again, a little blush. Sonia Kashuk, cruelty-free. Yay, this is a cream blush. e.l.f. cruelty-free. e.l.f. cruelty-free. Yay. MAC. Okay, so I have MAC Warm Soul, which is just a stunning natural blush. I love it so much. MAC tests on animals. I'm bummed about that. A company that big and that like global should not need to test on animals. It's just like devastating. So these two are gone. All right. Next little bin. Okay. Too Faced. Cruelty-free brand. Thank the Lord. I love this one so much. This is the Love Flush Blush in Justify My Love. Tarte. Again, I think this is one that is a cruelty-free, but maybe their parent company isn't. I've read kind of like both ways, so I'm not 100% convinced on this one, but I think that they count under cruelty-free. If you know otherwise, please let me know, but I'm going to count them as cruelty-free based on the information that I've read, but please let me know if you know otherwise. So I'm keeping this Tarte blush in Exposed. I'm keeping this one in Flush. This is a discontinued shade in Buff that I love. I'm keeping that one. Stila is a brand that does test on animals. They are not cruelty-free. They have been one of my favorite high-end brands in terms of their like quality of their powder formulas. And I just like, again, you're an independent company. Why do you have to test on animals? Why? So I'm getting rid of that. Stila highlighting duo. Becca, this is a cream highlight in Opal. Keeping that. Couple Ulta blushes. These are beautiful. I love their mineral blushes. They're really nice. They have sort of a satin sheen to them. Keeping both of those. Clinique. Can you believe that Clinique tests on animals? When I think of Clinique, I think of them as a very like healthy brand. That's what it makes me think of, like good for your skin kind of products. But they test on animals. That's something that just really surprises me about their brand. They're owned by Estee Lauder. A lot of the major brands are like MAC, which, yeah, but individually they also are not cruelty-free. So goodbye, little pop blush. All right, the last ones in here are my ColourPop blushes and highlighters. Thank the Lord that ColourPop is cruelty-free because I love these products. I think ColourPop is such an amazing company, and if you haven't checked out their products, each individual item is around $5 to $8, so it's really affordable and they're really high quality. So I'm keeping those. All right, next. All right, another little bin here. Okay, so this one, I have a couple of the balm cheek products, so I'm keeping these. Yay, the balm. Milani. Milani is probably my favorite drugstore brand. It's so nice. I love every product that I've tried of theirs for the most part. And so I'm excited that I get to keep the blushes that I have from theirs. These baked blushes are phenomenal. This one is actually really similar to Warm Soul. This is Rose d'Oro. So excited about that. This one is Luminoso Classic and Delicioso Pink. Fantastic. Okay, and then I have a little sample tart of Park Avenue Princess. Keeping that. Again, please let me know if you have more information on Tarte, because I read conflicting things about it. Milani, these beautiful rose blushes. Keeping those. And then Rimmel. Okay, this is another conflicting one. As far as I know, Rimmel does not test on animals, but I heard that they are now for sale in China, so I think that they have to go. I think that their status has probably changed, so I think I'm going to have to ditch Rimmel, which is a shame because I really do like their face products, and boo, it's a great drugstore brand, but I can't get behind their not cruelty-free policy, so gotta go. Okay. All right, I have another contour palette. This is the Park Avenue Princess one from like last year. It has a blush, highlight, and the bronzer in it. I'm keeping that unless I hear otherwise about Tarte. Let me know. I keep saying that, but please let me know. And then I have some face powder. So I have the NYX HD Finishing Powder in Banana. Keeping this, NYX, thank the Lord, is cruelty-free. So excited about that. Physicians Formula is another cruelty-free drugstore brand, so I'm keeping this Youthful Wear translucent powder. It's a really nice one. Pure is cruelty-free, so I'm keeping their 4-in-1 pressed mineral makeup. In this little Sephora container, I have the RCMA translucent powder. I don't know about RCMA. I feel like it's such a no frills brand. There's not a lot of information about it. Let me know what you know about RCMA, because I have no idea. So again, let me put that one aside in my to do some research pile, and we will go from there. Okay, I have this Misha Magic Cushion Foundation. It has an SPF 50. I recently hauled this. I've been using it and I like it. This one is another confusing one to me. It's a product from Korea, and the product itself says no animal testing, and when I go on the Misha USA website and you click on the individual products, it has the no animal testing logo, the same one that you see on like these Wet n Wild blushes, the little bunny that says cruelty free. So I think I'm going to count it as cruelty-free, so I'm going to hold on to that, but I don't know because it's hard to find information because it doesn't originate in the US. So, yeah, let me know. All right, but Wet n Wild, woohoo! They are absolutely a cruelty-free brand, so happy about that. I'm going to keep the blush in Pearlescent Pink, in Rosé Champagne, and in a Purple Haze. The new contouring palette, in what shade do I have this in? Dulce de Leche, or Dulce, I don't know. The e.l.f. contour palette, hurrah, e.l.f. cruelty-free, love it. Okay, Glamour Dolls. This is a really small company, and as far as I know, they are cruelty-free, but they're not listed on Cruelty-Free Kitty. Several of these brands aren't, like the Model Co. and Hikari and that kind of thing, because they're such small brands. I just don't know that a lot of people know about them. So I'm going to look into this one a little more, but I think that they are cruelty-free. But I'll set it in my investigate pile. Okay, Makeup Revolution, cruelty-free. Physicians Formula, another powder from them. This is the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Mineral Correcting Powder in Buff Beige. I have the classic Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana highlight. It's not really a bronzer, even though it's called that. Del 10, as far as I can tell in my research, is cruelty-free. Again, this is not a brand that's listed on Cruelty-Free Kitty, but you know, with other outside research I found this is a cruelty-free product. It's a beautiful contour and blush palette. Love that one. Okay, oh, dig in here. BH Cosmetics, cruelty-free. This is their breast cancer awareness blush palette, really beautiful. And let me see, what else is back in here? Okay, this one came in a glossy box. This is the Erin Kaleidoscope palette. This is a company owned by Estee Lauder, and so it is not cruelty-free. It's a beautiful palette, but I won't be keeping it. Not cruelty-free. Lorac, they are not validated as cruelty-free by PETA or Leaping Bunny, but not every company pays for that certification. They do have very strong statements about not testing on animals and have been confirmed by many sources to be cruelty-free with their policies. So just because there's no like logo of, you know, Leaping Bunny or something like that on it doesn't mean it's not cruelty-free. So this is their cheek palette. Lorac is a cruelty-free company, so I'm going to keep that. Okay, again, Spackle Hydrating Primer, Laura Geller, have to give it up. Paula's Choice is a cruelty-free brand. This is one of my favorite products that they make. It's the Instant Matte Finish Shine Stopper, great for the T-zone. Benefit, this is the Professional. It's a little like travel size. Benefit is not a cruelty-free brand, so getting rid of that. Urban Decay, this is a little mini all-nighter makeup setting spray, keeping that. Okay, concealers. This is going to start to hurt. Concealers and foundation are like, I have a lot from the drugstore that are not cruelty-free. So Sephora brand, their in-house brand of cosmetics are not cruelty-free. It doesn't mean I won't shop at Sephora because they carry great cruelty-free brands, but I don't want to support their makeup line because they are not cruelty-free. So this concealer, which has been fine, it's been nice, I'm going to pass on. Maybelline, ready to have your heart broken. Maybelline is not cruelty-free. Neither is L'Oreal, Revlon, CoverGirl. Your major drugstore brands are not cruelty-free. Shame. Love this concealer, don't love their policies, so getting rid of that. Another Maybelline, this is the Fit Me, getting rid of that. I have a Becca Under Eye Corrector, I'm keeping that. Becca is cruelty-free. My Naked Skin Concealer, favorite concealer I've ever used, so happy that is cruelty-free. I have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. It Cosmetics is cruelty-free as well, so keeping that. And then I have the Cover FX Blemish Treatment Concealer. This is like a stick concealer. It's really nice for covering up spots or discoloration. I like this one, and Cover FX is cruelty-free, thank goodness. All right, I have a little sample in here of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation. I'll pass that along to someone or something. Clinique, not cruelty-free. Okay, this is sad. We're getting into lip products. Almay is not cruelty-free. And if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, you know that I have like a love affair with these Butter Kiss lip balms, or what are they called? Smart Shade Butter Kiss, whatever. I have 4 of them, and they're not cruelty-free. So, boo. They are no longer part of my collection. This too, featured in a recent favorite, Sephora product. This is a sample size, so I think I'm going to use this up, but I'm not going to feature it on my channel any longer. It is not cruelty-free. The Balm, cruelty-free, huzzah. Sonia Kashuk, this is a lipstick from their fall collection, really beautiful matte red. Yay for it being cruelty-free. I have a couple of the Bite Beauty lip duos, and Bite Beauty is cruelty-free, thank goodness. Okay, Pixie. Love these little These are actually pretty similar to those Almay Butter Kiss things, so maybe I'll look into these a little bit more. I have just a couple of shades of this, and they're really creamy and nice, and they do leave a little bit of a stain on the lips, and Pixie is a cruelty-free brand. Another little Bite Beauty mini, hanging on to that. I have a few Urban Decay minis, hanging on to those bad boys as well. And then, oh, so sad, I just bought these around the holidays. These are the matte, what are they called? Long Last Soft Matte Lipstick from Clinique. And I have a few shades here that I'm going to be passing along because Clinique is not cruelty-free. Okay, now this is the last like lip container that I had in this drawer. The rest of my lip products are behind me, and I'm going to do that at another time. But let's go ahead and go through these and see what I am and am not keeping. All right, my Maybelline Color Whispers. These I featured in my Bring It Back tag. Loved these products when they came out, and I've been like trying to barely use them so that they would live forever because I really like the product. But Maybelline is not a cruelty-free brand, so I will be passing those on, or maybe actually throwing them out because they're a couple years old now. I only own a couple MAC lipsticks, and they are no longer going to be a part of my collection. I think MAC lipsticks are like the biggest draw to the MAC line for me because I love the idea of trying on a lipstick before you buy it, and they make that easy. But it's, no, they're not cruelty-free. Goodbye. This is a L'Oreal Color Riche Lip Balm. This is like practically gone. Like I can only roll it up that much. So this one's just going to go straight in the garbage. Bella Pierre. This is one of those brands that pops up in my subscription services, and I am going to keep this because Bella Pierre is cruelty-free. No idea about this brand. What is this even? Lip Bar. It's cool packaging, but I have no idea if a Lip Bar is cruelty-free, another subscription style thing. Same with this. What is this? I don't even know. Starlit? Is that what it's called? I'm going to have to investigate. I don't even know what this is. So that goes in my investigate pile. I have a Lancome lipstick in Curtain Call. It's a sheen finish, and Lancome, I can't say it. Why did I smell it? I don't know. It's not cruelty-free. Goodbye, Lancome. Sleek Cosmetics, I have a couple of their lipsticks. I really like these. I think they're cute. They almost look like a mini in size, right? Like they're not super big, but it's a full-size product. Nice formula. Sleek Cosmetics, cruelty-free. Again, they're not a major brand, so you're not going to find information about them on Cruelty-Free Kitty, but if you research the brand itself, you will find that it's a cruelty-free brand. I hope. If it's not, if you found different information from me, please tell me. Please. Okay, and then I have this collection of my Wet n Wild color, what are these called? Color Icon? I don't know. They're like main lipsticks. These are so high quality. The packaging sucks, but the products themselves are so high quality, and they're like $3 lipsticks, and Wet n Wild is cruelty free. So excited to hang on to all of those. Same with Milani. Again, cruelty free brand. So happy to hang on to those lipsticks. And then what else do I have in here? Essence. Essence is a brand, and they're, I think they're related to Annabelle as well, or maybe it's Catrice. Cosmetic companies that you can get in other countries, they're, you know, like they're part of the same system, but Essence, which is more readily available here in the US, is cruelty free, and I love these lipsticks, so I'm holding on to those. Maybelline. Maybelline. Everyone is so into your matte lipsticks, but this is the shade Lust for Blush Classic. Getting rid of it. I've never loved this formula, I have to be honest, so I'm okay with that. There's one last thing in this drawer, and it's something so sad to me. These CoverGirl foundations in the Ready Set Gorgeous formula, this is probably my favorite drugstore foundation. And both of these are pretty new, so I think I'm going to return them and just get my money back, but it hurts me because I'm not sure how much foundation I'm going to be left with, so we'll see. But CoverGirl, what's the deal? Like, you don't need to be testing on animals. You don't. Why? 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 I don't know. So, goodbye to CoverGirl. All right, you guys, that was that. I'm going to go ahead and take a snapshot of all the stuff that I am keeping, what I'm getting rid of, and stuff that I still need to investigate. So doing that now as we speak. I'm going to take some pictures. Pictures taken, here they are. Hey guys, I just wanted to jump back in and give you an update on my investigation section. So looking into it, I found that Emete makeup is cruelty-free, that Glamour dolls are cruelty-free, thank goodness, because I love this bronzer. Like, this is my favorite bronzer. Hikari, okay, this brand is manufactured in China, and products that are sold in China require testing on animals. It's not clear whether products that are manufactured in China test on animals. And so they gave a response to one blogger that I was reading that they do not test on animals, and their ingredients come from Europe, actually, where testing on animals is banned. So I think this one's a little bit of a gray area, but as far as I can tell, nothing about this product has been tested on animals. I can't decide if I'm going to keep it or not, but not sure. And then I did find out that Lip Bar is not tested on animals. This is a great little brand, and how cute is this packaging? I want to check out their website. Not tested on animals. Teeny Cosmetics, not tested on animals. That's like a little brand, like a little martini. So cute. And these products are vegan. Super cool if you're interested in that. And then all of my Model Co stuff can stay. Huzzah! Model Co is not tested on animals. So very excited about that. RCMA translucent powder. I don't have the no color powder, but the translucent one is also cruelty free. Hooray! And some of their products are actually vegan. This one is not listed as such, but yeah, cruelty free. Wanted to give you those updates in case you were wondering. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please inform me below if you know something I don't, and I just really appreciate you taking the time to spend some of your day with me. I will catch you next time. Bye.